Hi, I am going to be doing a vlog. Yes, that's what it's called. Taking my audience right here with the that I'm talking to. I'm just gonna take you guys through day in my life. It hasn't been that exciting the past couple days and weeks just because I unfortunately tested positive for COVID and I have had to quarantine until, well, tomorrow is my day where I go to the doctor. They're gonna test me, see if I'm negative. And if I am, well, I'm not entirely sure how it works. I'm not entirely sure of this process. They kind of just wanted to get me out of the doctor's office when they received the positive test result. And then I called, and then I just know I go tomorrow. I also had an ear infection, so they're gonna check up on that as well, and then swab me, see if I'm negative. But I've already had a few days of being symptom free, and that's like an all clear indicator that like I can just go back to work like regular life, don't have to be quarantined anymore. Okay, so for this vlog, if I test negative tomorrow, the day after I will be probably seeing my friend. We're gonna do some Christmas shopping, go look at Christmas lights, so that'll be fun. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take my audience, take my vlog for a fun little festive Christmas outing. Yeah. So I'm in the doctor's office. I'm really hoping I can just be negative. Please. She just came in and did. I don't like that. I hate that. I hate it. I am making eggs. But I think I'm gonna make it into like a breakfast sandwich because I have sausages. Maybe just have toast, but then I need some vegetables, so I'm gonna put avocado in this somehow. We're gonna see what happens. Something I actually am pretty passionate about is cooking. I haven't been able to really cook for myself. My mom took on that task while I had COVID just so I wouldn't, be in the kitchen. And there was a period in my life where I was just cooking all the time. Like, mostly like this year. I think it really started with the pandemic and being locked inside. Then I started working in March of 2021. Haven't really, I don't know, I'm getting back to my roots. And especially with the new year rolling around, I am looking forward, I don't know, to make substantial change in my life. That's like long lasting, that's good and healthy for me, because I feel like with anyone, we like get lost in whatever, the world, our thoughts, distractions. And so I'm really looking forward to this next incoming year, because there's literally 2 weeks left, less than 2 weeks left of the year, and that's crazy. Welcoming in new opportunities for growth, because I feel like that's important. Growing is important. Anyway, back to the breakfast. This was the final result, but good food. What sucks, I can't really taste any of it still because of COVID. It's kind of coming back, but I can't smell. Like right now I smell nothing. Like I should smell the smell of cooking in there, and I don't. It's fine. On TikTok, I saw people burning oranges on a stove and then mixing it with brown sugar, and then they eat it, and that brings your taste back. I still want to try that. I wanted to see if my taste would come back naturally. So I didn't end up doing any of those things I said I was gonna do for the day. So I did see my friend, my very dear friend from when I was younger. Like, we've been friends since kindergarten. We were attempting to go Christmas shopping, and we were both just so tired and exhausted that we were like, no, let's do this another day. Let's reset. Let's go do it another day. Which I was totally okay with. If anything, I was very relieved, because having COVID, it definitely, I had a lot of time to think, and I was just with myself. And for a lot of people, at least people I know, like, they can't be alone. Or like, people have a fear of doing things alone, going out and doing things alone. Whereas I have literally no problem at all doing that. Like, I prefer to do things alone most of the time. And like go shopping, like all these tasks, all these like activities that people usually go and do with others, I much rather do alone. So I'm just going to talk about that a little bit because I really didn't have many fun activities in this little vlog here. So I'm just going to I'm going to elaborate more on that. I am an only child, so growing up, it was just me. I played and did things. I did it alone, and that's like perfectly fine. A lot of people, I tell them, they're like, "That's so sad. Did you ever want a sibling?" But what I found, those sibling like relationships, I was able to develop those with like cousins because I have a really big extended family, so I've never really felt like lonely. Like there would be moments obviously where I'm at home, like with my parents, I'm like, it's quiet. So for me, it's not hard being alone, and it's not hard doing things by myself, and that's just really important, I think. Moral of the story, I really think being alone and learning to do things and enjoy time alone is really important, because a lot of people don't even like take the time to be one with themselves before you enter a relationship with anyone or like interactions. Like you have to know yourself and like know who you are and your values and boundaries, everything. All of that I think comes with doing things alone. Being quarantined let me kind of go in, didn't let me stir crazy per se. It allowed me more time to think about things, especially with the new year coming up. I think I mentioned this earlier. Just like allowing a lot of time for thinking and like how I can grow, how I can change, what substantial change can I make in my life, or what can I do different that I didn't do this year, or like setting new goals, because I think that's so important. Because the world is constantly changing, we're constantly changing. Like I can't just stay who I was. I have to move with the times. I don't really know what else I'm trying to say, but oh yeah, just going back to like hanging out with my friend. I was like perfectly okay with just going home. She was like, "Oh, are you sure? Like we could do something." Like she didn't feel well either. It's interesting the new like the effects that COVID has left on me. Like sometimes it's not difficult to breathe. It's just I have like pressure in my lungs and I have to like take a moment to really just breathe profoundly. And my taste and smell has kind of come back. It's just all very, very, very faint. And that makes me sad too. One, I never thought I would get COVID because I was vaccinated, but here we are. And two, those are things you take for granted. It's just like a basic human thing. And obviously there's people that, I don't know, I forget the word is, but someone that's blind, that's deaf, like they lack one of their senses. The fact that a virus can mute your taste and smell, like two senses we rely on, crazy. It's crazy. So I will never be taking that for granted again. I will enjoy every bit of food I ever eat throughout the entirety of my life, because I never would have thought what it's like not to be able to taste and smell. And just like with everything, I think it really taught me not to take anything for granted. Like the fact that I can go up, like do a workout, like go to work, be around other people right now. Like those are all things that, and it just reminded me of it when we were back in like beginning of the pandemic, when everyone was quarantined and everything, just because we didn't know anything about the virus. But when all those mandates went out, stay at home orders, all that, all of this kind of reminded me of those things in a good way, and just made me think, okay, I can't get back to things aren't ever going to be the same, but I can't take all these things for granted. And that's just like a life lesson. Yeah, that's what I have for the vlog. I didn't do many interesting activities. Being alone is good. Don't take things for granted. Especially with the holidays coming up, I think all these things I've learned are very like, they're lining up for me. So I hope I could have shared something with the viewer on the other side of the screen right here. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and holiday season and New Year. It's 2022 in less than 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's absolutely bonkers. Anyway, I'm not going to think too much about that because that will send me down lots of more thinking holes. But thinking is good. Being alone is good. Let's not take things for granted because life is so great. I've been reminded of the better things in life about all the good things that are around me. So yeah. Okay, this was fun to make. Goodbye.